Hey guys, we're back with another Dead Island 2 video. This time we're back on SteamOS here. Found another way to get it working other than the Heroic Game Launcher. Honestly, do not recommend getting it to run through Heroic Game Launcher. I didn't have any luck with that. So what we're going to do is go to Epic Games Launcher. We're going to download the launcher right here. I've already done that. And then what we will do is go into our downloads folder here. So that's just on the panel here. Epic installer, we want to right click. Oh crap, we can't add it to Steam. Right. Okay. Sorry. We're going to go to library. My apologies. We are going to add a non-Steam game. We're going to browse into that download folder. So we go home deck, downloads. And then you're going to have to change the file type to all files, and then it will be Epic Installer there. So you'll add that, like so. Add selected programs. And now you're going to want to go on to this, Properties, Compatibility, Force Use of Specific Play Steam Compatibility Tool, and you're going to want to use GE Proton 75. Now, in order to get GE Proton 75, if you don't have it already, you're going to need an app called ProtonUp-QT. And what this app will allow you to do is just to download the different Proton versions for whatever. Like you can download for Heroic, you can download for Lutris, but we're going to download for Steam. So all you would do is just add version, GE Proton, and then just the latest GE 755. I've seen other people running it on 20 or something around there, I believe. I haven't tested that at all. So you're just hit install there. I already have mine installed here. And now if you have Steam open, you will have to restart Steam in order for the new Proton, the ones that you added, to show up. So we're going to do G Proton 755. And now I'm not going to go through this process, but you're going to just run the game and it'll install Epic Games. And then when you're done with that, it'll run through like normal. If you've ever done it on Windows before, it'll do a normal install process. You're going to right click on the Epic installer. You're going to go to Properties. And then the shortcut, it's going to create a new folder, which I will show you where it is. So it's going to be home/deck.local, share, Steam, Steam apps, compat data, and then the easiest way to find it, honestly, if we double click to full screen there, is if you do date modified, it'll show the latest one that you had. There we go. So I didn't make it just now, and I already have mine set up here as Epic and EA as well. But yeah, so that's how you find yours. It'll be a string of numbers like this, a long string of numbers like this, sorry. So if I go into my Epic, this is my long string of numbers here. So yours will be /compat data / this string of numbers. Then you're going to go into here, PFX, drive C, and program files x86, Epic Games, launcher, engine, binaries, Win32, and then Epic Game Launcher right there. And then what you're going to do is open that and then change that to the new launcher now. So I'll show you on my installed one. And sometimes this kind of wants to bug out. You're definitely going to want to use a keyboard and mouse for this too, just for easy use, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that because I already have mine here. So if I go to my properties, I'll have this here. And the launch options here is if you have a SD card installed. So what you're going to want to do is copy this here, steam compat mounts equals, and then you're going to do /run. You're going to find your SD card, sorry. there, sorry. Show full path, run, media, STOS is mine because I named my SD card STOS. And then whatever file you want to install the games into there. So that's how I did it there. And then you just do the % command at the end, and then you'll have access to that folder, or your SD card, sorry. You won't need the specific games folder, I just did that. You can just copy straight from whatever your SD card name is. But anyway, so now that we have that installed, just fire it up. That's just because I force closed it, that's fine. And I already have Dead Island installed here. But that, yeah, so that's how you install the Epic Games Launcher there. Launcher installed and you're back into your game mode, because you're not really going to want to switch over to desktop mode to play the games. What you're going to want to do is go to, what the heck is it? I can never remember, sorry. Right, you go into here, go into the controller, and then, so what I did was change, sorry, I am using there. So I changed the R4 to left mouse click, and then the right trackpad behavior as mouse. So what that's going to allow you to do is when you launch it in game mode, other than just locking up your controller and it thinking that it's just a straight game, your right touchpad will now be able to move your cursor around, and then the back pad button will be able to right click. That's all you really need to do to be able to just get in here to launch Dead Island, or whatever other game you have installed. But as you can see here, I'm just, again, using a keyboard and mouse for ease of use. Dead Island's launching. And here we go. So here's my custom settings that I used in my custom runs. The runs are from left to right, custom, low, medium. TAA was left on high for all runs, and FSR was set to quality for all runs across SteamOS and Windows. Settings were all kept the same, custom, low, medium. And so here's the averages of my benchmark run. My benchmark run consisted of the beginning. As soon as you have control, full control of your character, you jump up and you see that your plane's blown in half. It was from there all the way up until the next cutscene. Sorry, my apologies. All the way up until the next cutscene, and as soon as you get to the exit door, I stopped, and that's where the recording stops. So as you can see here, the Windows results are going to come up, and as you can see, whether it's accurate or not with the system that I use, who's to say, but I can say for certain that it was smoother to play on Windows. And from what I've seen online, and other people have been reporting, that on SteamOS it seems like you can play it all low fairly decently, but on Windows you can play it on all medium fairly decently. So that kind of coincides with my results here. So if you're dual booting, I recommend checking out Windows, but if you're only on SteamOS, you're gonna have a good time regardless, I think. There's plenty of footage out there of people playing over 40 FPS, I think, most of the time. Save for probably a few oddball instances. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. It's just about 3 o'clock in the morning for me, so you have a good one, guys.